We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Watch the curve, watch the curve. Check. 357.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line. That's it. 20. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. General West. Safety's creeping.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Check. Hurry, hurry. Check. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Check 99. Check 99. Pistol. 10.
Throwing. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll buy some time right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is real. Mike to 59.
Mayfield now. Caught by Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Two-jet bomber. That's another Cowboys first down. Run. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Mayfield on play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marvin Jones there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Lefty.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Mike, 180. Mike, stop. Hey, away 33. Regular. Hey, exit. Watch out.
The first down carry by Elliott. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Check 59.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Here we go. Waiting. 56. I got you, boy.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 41, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Wentz now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 29 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, our score 9-6. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mike, 59, 59. Let's go, Tyler. Hurry! Mike, 59. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike, hurry! Watch the run.
Mayfield to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go play action here on first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, there's no doubt in my mind the defense has to be excited. They should be excited after what they've done recently here. But guess what? My old coaches always used to say, when you're having that kind of success, be careful. Play your keys, play your techniques. Watch out for something coming at you.
Good job defending the run. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, Wentz again. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Straight 15, straight 15.
On first down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Waiting. Check. Hey, stand.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This to Jarwin. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. 39 yards there, a big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mayfield on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try it. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Throwing on first is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
64, quick.
And the Cowboys first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
218, chop.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Hurry!
Now Mayfield. It's complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check, 53 is mine. Regular.
And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 23-yard run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Looking deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
180. Check, 59. Up. Let's go, Heavy, what you got?
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. This is taken in by Chad Williams. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. On 1st down, Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Alert! Pistol.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield, that's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there, now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 31, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Pistol.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hurry! Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Okay, double up. Check. Mike, 53. Hey, alert 33.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Mayfield down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Watch out!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Throwing on second down. Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, it's Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Wins to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he said,
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. He's back to throw. Yeah, he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Man 5-7. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check, 56.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
To throw is Wentz. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert! Run.
Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hey, alert 33. Mike 5'9", You got no hurry. You got nothing.
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Slam.
Running with Elliott. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
On first down, Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, they may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.